I am Maunika. Hope you are all doing well. Let us see few pictures on the screen. Hot, cold, rainy, windy. What did you observe the different climate? So today in class 10 social studies, we will understand the topic climate of India. Learning outcomes. You will be able to learn meaning of climate and weather. Differences between climate and weather. What is climographs? Factors influencing climate and weather. Latitude or distance from the equator. Land-water relationship. Relief. Upper atmospheric circulation. Keywords. Weather. The state of the atmosphere with respect to wind, temperature, cloudiness, moisture, pressure, etc. Climatographs. The study of climate. Altitude. A high place or region. Climograph. A climograph is a graphical representation of a location's basic climate. Sea breeze. Wind blowing from the sea to the land, especially during the day when the land surface is warmer. Mediterranean Sea. A sea surrounded by Africa, Europe and Asia. Trade winds. Any wind that blows in one regular course or continually in the same direction. Jet streams. A narrow band of swiftly moving air found at very high altitudes. This is the concept map of the topic climate of India. Concept map. So, due to different geographical features, India is having different climatic conditions in various parts of the country. The climate differs from place to place. Sometimes it will be hot, sometimes it will be cold, sometimes windy or sometimes rainy. Do you think climate and weather are the same? The state of atmospheric conditions of elements like sunshine, temperature, atmospheric pressure, winds, humidity, clouds, precipitation over an area at a particular time refers to weather. These weather conditions fluctuate very often even in a short period. Climate refers to such conditions over a large area and follows a similar general pattern over 30 or more years. There will be a variations from year to year, but the basic pattern remains the same. On the basis of these generalized conditions, the year is divided into seasons. The pattern of the elements of weather and climate for a place can be shown using picture called climographs or climatographs. Climographs show average monthly values of maximum temperature, minimum temperature and rainfall for a given place. Climographs of few places in India. Climographs show the temperature and rainfall vary in different parts of the country. Factors influencing climate and weather. It has been observed that in some places there is not much difference in the temperature across months. Example, Chennai. Some places have wide differences in temperature across the months, like Delhi. India experiences wide variations in temperature. The northern portion is bound by the Himalayas. The southern peninsula is surrounded by seas. Some places are far from coasts. They are inland. Some places are at high altitudes, whereas others are on the plains. The various factors that affect climate are called climatic controls. These include latitudes, land-water relationship, relief upper air circulation, latitude or distance from the equator. The average temperatures for the year drop as you go further away from the equator. The earth is divided into 3 zones. The tropical zone, polar or frigid zone. Temperate zone. The intensity of temperature depends on the latitude. The temperature of the atmosphere at a particular place near the Earth's surface depends upon the isolation received at that location. This is more intense in the low latitudes than in high latitudes. As we move away from equator towards the poles, the average annual temperature decreases. In India, the southern part lies in the tropical belt closer to the equator. Therefore, this region has a higher average temperature than the northern part. The part that is in the south of Tropic of Cancer lies in the tropical zone. The part that is on the north of Tropic of Cancer lies in the temperate zone. Land-water relationship. Another factor that influences the climate is land covered with water. The land and water relationship. The amount of sunlight that is first observed and then radiated back or directly reflected depends on the nature of the surface. Darker areas such as heavily vegetated regions tend to be good observers. Lighter areas such as snow and ice covered regions tend to be good reflectors. The ocean absorbs and loses heat more slowly than land. This affects the climate in the following way. One of this is the formation of land and sea breezes. The sea breeze is a breeze that moves towards the land from the sea. During the sea breeze, land cools relatively slower than the sea. A large part of southern India, because of its long coastline, comes under the moderating influence of the sea. Relief. You know that temperature decreases as altitude increases. Hills and mountains will have a lower temperature than location on the plain. Therefore, the relief or altitude of a region influences the climate of the area. Hill stations like Simla, Gulmarg and Nainital places have a cool climate even during the summer months. Similarly, Kodaikanal and Udagamandalam, Ooty have cooler climate. Compared to places near the coast. Upper atmospheric circulation. In the northern hemisphere, a subtropical high pressure belt gives rise to permanent winds. They blow towards the equatorial low pressure belt by reflecting towards the west and are called trade winds. India lies in the belt of dry northeast trade winds. The climate of India is also affected by the movement of upper air currents known as jet streams. These are fast flowing air currents in narrow belt in the upper atmosphere above 12,000 meters. A jet stream causes neighboring atmosphere to cool. This cooling effect of the easterly jet stream causes rain from clouds already found over this latitude. Seasons. Winter. The temperature in the Indian land mass considerably reduces from mid-November, and this cold season continues till February. The cold weather is more pronounced in northern India. South India, especially the coastal areas, enjoys a moderate climate. The temperature remains well. During winter, the weather is generally pleasant with clear, low humidity and a cool breeze. Cyclone depressions coming from the Mediterranean Sea, called western disturbances, cause low to moderate rainfall over northern India. This rainfall is a boon to wheat crop, which is generally cultivated in the Rabi season. India lies in the trade wind belt of the northern hemisphere. Northeast trade blow over India from land to sea and are therefore dry. Some amount of rainfall occurs on the Coromandel coast of Tamil Nadu from these winds. They pick up moisture from the Bay of Bengal while crossing it. Summer during the hot season, as we move from the southern to northern part of the country, the average temperature increases. Starting in April, the temperature rises and slowly the maximum day temperature exceeds 37 degrees Celsius in the northern plains of India. By mid-May, the temperature during the day may touch 41 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius in many parts of the country, especially in the northwest plains and central India. The northern plains experiences dry and hot winds called Lu. Towards the end of the summer season, pre-monsoon showers are common in the Deccan Plateau. So, in this video, we have learned meaning of climate and weather. Differences between climate and weather. What is climographs? Factors influencing climate and weather. Latitude or distance from the equator. Land-water relationship. Relief. Upper atmospheric circulation. Hope you liked the video.